What we're doing here is we're gonna do the outer approach. Okay, now keep in mind, outer approach, useful as shit, take advantage, but to really get to the cause, you gotta do the internal approach and like really dive deep and let go of all that resistance. But for now, my goal is to get you guys a reference of nothing bad happening and a reference of what it's like to be authentic, okay? And that's right now, like basically I'm gonna kind of force you to let go of that resistance. I'm gonna destroy both of your fronts. So, I'll start with you, and you'll get a feel, by the way, like try to connect, like put yourself in the shoes, try to connect, and ask yourself, is it authentic or is it a front? Is it authentic, is it a front? And it's crazy too how we think that by being good and only being acceptable all the time, that's what people want, but in reality, we're all fucking craving authenticity. It's like if you could actually drop the front and really just be you, whatever that is, everyone would connect. And you'll sense it when those glimpses kind of pop out. So right now, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Good. You seem a little bit more in your head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be more me now. So,
All right.
I'm trying not to be too happy.
Okay. I like the class clown front. It's fun. It's fun.
I'm actually a class clown.
I can tell. I can tell. Let's do this little exercise. This is a good one to kind of start unlocking some authenticity. Narrate that little voice in your head. Okay, so right now we all have this little voice. It's like, oh, I'm sitting here watching a seminar.
Okay.
What I want you to do is narrate it. Don't judge it. Don't try to filter it. Don't be like, is this not class clowny? Just whatever you're thinking, feeling right now, present the moment, go.
Okay. Let me show everybody how.
That's not narrating. That's telling a story. I want the narration where you literally verbalize that voice in your head right now.
Okay, right now? Okay. Well, here's a bunch of people here that I want to show some kind of transformation on.
Really? Wait. You didn't think of me hitting the chair here? That didn't do anything for you?
I thought you just got mad at me, that's why.
Well, if you thought that, you verbalize that. I want present to the moment. You got to realize this. A great exercise to do. Fuck the story, because it's easy to fall in a story. I'm staying here and there's a lot of people. Fuck that. What are you actually thinking? If this happens, be like, oh shit, I don't know what Julien just did.
Now, I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I feel like I'm being a disappointment. Damn. Like, I thought I was going to do a good job at this, but I fucked up. Damn.
It doesn't feel like it. Damn, man, I'm fucked up. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the front in itself, because I'm like, damn. Like,
how did it feel, and be honest here, when I kind of called you out for putting on this front?
Yeah.
And I said that I would not connect with you?
I felt like...
Because I actually mean it. Like this front...
What more can I do?
Okay, like this front, even the fact you're like, what more can I... And you won't even listen or take it in. Like, it disgusts me. And don't even fucking laugh, because I'm full on serious. Like, you right now, this front disgusts me. I take you up as an example, but I would never fucking hang out with you at all. Because I sense zero fucking realness. How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel unloved and...
You're still in a story. I don't sense it. You're still putting on the front.
That makes me feel...
No, shut... Aren't you fucking sick of this?
I am...
Aren't you sick of all the effort? Why don't you let out a little bit of authenticity for the first time ever? Instead of still trying to play it. Because right now you're like, fuck, Julien did it, but let me still... Well, you know what? It kind of hurts. Still trying to feed it. Fuck that.
I'm tired of people, like, still not connecting with me.
What are you afraid they're going to see?
I'm afraid that they're going to see my pain.
Or what are you feeling right now? Do you feel pain? What do you feel?
Right now, I don't feel that much pain. But...
Really? Because you're kind of tearing up.
Okay. There's...
Don't fucking laugh. No. Don't escape it. Okay. Now, notice the tendency to always escape. You sense it. There's that hurt. Like, do you look up to me? Do you watch my videos?
Yes.
And you feel nothing when someone you look up to, who you follow these videos, tells you they're disgusted by you.
I feel like you have a point, because obviously I'm here.
Don't logically explain it. Like, emotionally, it did nothing. Because if that were me, dude, like, and you can really, like, if that were me, and say this is me watching Foundations Learning Game, and I went up and Owen's like, dude, this fucking front, I don't connect with it, you disgust me. I'd probably go home and cry that night. And I see it in the, like, your eyes tearing up. And what I want you to do right now is actually be with that. It's like, stop feeding the front. Even if right now showing hurt is what it takes, it's authentic. And this is why I don't want you guys even label it like, always be happy, always be mad. It's like, let's break this front and let out the shit he's stuffing down. And this, where you're trying to run away from, is where you're stuffing down. Now, be careful not to tell me what I want to hear. Like, what do you try to genuinely describe what's going on? I just told you I'm disgusted by you. I just told you, like, and I'm fully honest, by the way. I would never hang out with you, and you disgust me as a fucking person right now.
I feel like you're right, and there's many people that feel that way, and I try to hide that and make it seem like...
Fuck other people.
Okay.
What's inside?
I feel like
Breathe into it. Let those emotions take over.
I feel like I'm not valuable enough, and I feel bad. I feel sad, and I feel,
Show it. Let yourself experience it.
I feel like I want to hide my sadness.
Are you sad? Are you also pissed off? What's going on? Like, what's up?
I'm not pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad though.
What happens if you're sad? What happens if people see you being sad?
When people see me being sad, people think that I'm.
Now notice, kind of back in his head here.
People think that I have problems. People think I'm not good enough.
I don't think you're good enough right now. You're not going to compensate for it? No little laugh? No ha 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 ha?
No. That's. I feel like I'm not good enough sometimes too. That's why. That's why I feel bad, because that's true that you said that. Somewhere inside, I feel like I'm not good enough, and that I do have to compensate by making people laugh to make me feel like at least I did something right.
And are you sick of always putting on that fucking front? No matter how much you feel that front, it'll never get to that I'm not good enough, because you keep fueling the fact that you need a front. Funny enough, it's by you letting this come up that you will feel like you're good enough. Okay? Now I'll just kind of narrate this. This shit gets pretty fucking intense. But a few things before I kind of bring you up and patch you up together. Did you sense a little bit more realness?
Yeah.
Did it all hit you very fast where it's like, haha, we're all fun, to, oh shit. Yeah. Now again, this is not about you now taking on the sad front, as we said. And obviously you don't discuss me. What I like to do here is use my game skills to get under your skin. What I did here basically is, and understand this because this is subtle, you put on this front in order to conform. You put on this front because you think, for example, feeling hurt or not being always funny is unacceptable, and you won't be good enough and you'll be like abandoned and it's death. That's why you hide it. What I do here, and this is just the outer approach, it's just temporary. Right now you just get a glimpse of what it feels like. To make it permanent, you got to do the inner approach. But what I did here is I made keeping this front more unacceptable than the rest. It's no longer possible for you to keep coping and keep putting on this front. And it's subtle. I'm like, why the laugh? Start calling him out for the laugh. Now his go-to ways of escaping or compensating are no longer there. It's like, oh, I can't laugh. You disgust me. That makes you feel nothing. And it's basically forcing you to dive into this authenticity and to feel something you've been fucking hiding and running away from for so long. Okay? And this here, although it's hurt, it's real. And this is what we're all in fucking need of, because we're all putting on this fucking front. And I can guarantee you now, although it feels hurt, like you feel hurt, everyone connects with you as a human way more than the fucking class clown front. No? Yeah. Like, fuck yeah, like for real. You know? And then what I want you to really take out of this, again, and I don't fucking discuss it, no I don't. But what I do want you to take out of this is, on one hand, notice how everyone did fucking connect with you. You think it's so unacceptable to show this part of you? What happened? People just actually saw authenticity. They didn't see the little fake front, they saw the authenticity, and you didn't die. They actually preferred the authenticity than the front. You know? And not just that, but you had a glimpse, again, that whole act real until you remember, of what it feels like to fully be you. Not just this aspect of you, all aspects of you. And it's once you really dive deep and let go of all the resistance around being this, that you will fully be comfortable in your own skin. Because right now, although it's hurt, there's relief. There's no longer that effort. Relief. That's what we're all after. It's like, follow the signs of relief. And it's okay, you know? You didn't die. You don't have to put in so much effort. You don't have to try so hard. You can actually be you, and people will like you for you. You know? So breathe into it. Remember, take this experience with you. Of course, it's very easy to fall back into the front because, again, we all put on this front for so long. It's all we know. but remember this, remember the relief, and then try to maybe get more references where you kind of bring this out, and then just kind of reflect back, sink into, why do I resist this? What's so bad about it? What's so bad about it? And then follow the inner approach to let go of it, you know? And then you'll see, it's like once you accept fully being you, there'll be times where you'll feel this, times where you don't, but it won't be compulsive. There's no longer resistance around one, okay? Stand up, man. Really good shit. For you, you look like you're about to shit yourself. For you, it's a little bit more, yeah, stage fright, like, oh my God, what do people think of me, judging me, and instead of like overcompensating, you kind of retreat. Yes. So let's do that same exercise. We'll kind of start with it. Narrate what's going on inside, face the crowd. I like doing this in front of the crowd too, because it kind of really triggers shit. Take it in. All these people are staring at you, judging you. I like amplifying it. Take it in. Like they're all looking at you, judging you, putting little labels, like look at this guy, touching his little bracelet. He's in his head now, he's trembling, he's scratching his hands, he's sweating, he's talking to qualify himself. Oh my God. Look, Julien's even interrupting him, he can't even speak.
Killing me right now. This guy talking my ears.
Good.
Making me
Narrate.
nervous.
Being here on stage was just freaking me out. Like, I do not like being in front of people. I feel like I have to.
Why don't you acknowledge this? I love this. Why don't you acknowledge this? It's present to the moment. Narrate. Did that do nothing? I saw you jump. Be like, oh, I just jumped. Julien scared me. I don't know what you did with the chair.
Not really, because I'm focused on everyone else.
No. I want what's that voice in your fucking head. Keep narrating. Keep narrating. You can hold this. Keep narrating.
I feel like I have to.
Really? No, nothing about touching me?
Maybe a little bit, but.
Then narrate it. I want now notice, is it acceptable to say this? No, you're still filtering and you're saying what they want to hear, what you think they want to hear versus what's genuinely inside. Let go of the front, let go of the filters. Like if this was me, dude, I'd be like, what the fuck why I'm touching his chest? Is this, man-on-man seminar? What's going on? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I don't know what the fuck. Even if you don't know what to say, even if you're trembling, even if you're scared, say that. What's really going on inside?
I am freaking out right now, and I can feel the resistance. I can feel
and you're being publicly shamed with a mic on you too. So
yeah, this goes on YouTube. I really not gonna watch that one.
Keep going, yeah. Now, as a little side note, although it's still trying to please, you can sense there was like a little glimpse of relief when you actually acknowledged the fact you were anxious. More realness. The more you're actually real. You think it's so scary, we think it's so scary to not say the right thing, but as soon as you say what's authentic, that fear starts disappearing.
Like right now, my heart is racing. Just sitting on here, my heart's racing. My hands are obviously pretty red. I'm really nervous. I feel like I have to put on, say or persuade myself on why I'm getting a back rub right now. It does feel actually pretty good. A little relieving. It's almost as a distraction from me being up here.
Now let's do this, okay? A little bit better, let's do this. If right now, and this is a question you can always ask yourself, if you were 10 out of 10, how would you probably be acting? And you can also kind of swing the pendulum here. So for you, there's that anxious side, and there's also that very kind of stifled, reserved side. So if you swung the pendulum and you felt fucking awesome, you'd probably be speaking louder.
Right, and elevate my voice a little more. Probably.
So why don't we do that? Why don't you give a scream? A scream.
Okay.
Notice the resistance, and also this is something I do all the time. I can use the pressure of you being up here, the pressure of me kind of pushing you past that resistance, and the pressure of the crowd where there's no escaping it. You're up here, and you gotta scream. But screaming doesn't compute with the front. But you have to now because there's all this pressure. And actually screaming will start breaking and cracking the front. So give a scream. Okay, now let's play this little game. I want you to top me. We're gonna scream back and forth, every time louder than me. Okay, you can stand up if you want, whatever you wanna do. Just be careful of the mic just behind you. Hi. How does it feel being standing up?
A little better.
Okay. Hi. So you go first, I'll follow.
Ah!
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 Now narrate what's going on inside.
Feel that a lot better. I feel like I kind of let go of some of the anxiety of not being able to release myself.
Hey, take the mic off a second and take your shirt off. Good. Now, you can hold the mic up to your mouth. Just notice, you know that fear people have being naked in front of the school? It's pretty much here. Everyone's seeing your body, judging your body. Narrate what's going on.
Everyone's looking at the nipple hair. Definitely uncomfortable because I don't have a six-pack, or I'm not.
Now try going louder. Scream it out loud. What's going on inside?
I'm just thinking of all the thoughts that everyone else is thinking right now about me on how I'm not the perfect image. And the thoughts are racing about what could I change about myself to make myself
Okay,
look better.
let's do another exercise. Now notice too, it's like poking at the front. It's still, there's little glimpses, but it keeps coming back. Another thing you'll notice is when you are authentic, there's a certain like excitement and light in the eyes that kind of kicks in. So that should come from just you expressing yourself.
Right.
But for now as an exercise, as a stepping stone there, let's have you talk for like 20 seconds about something that just really excites you. Something where you're so excited by it that you get carried away and you forget that you're here in front of this crowd.
Okay. Gambling. I love to gamble.
Does it look like he loves to gamble? I love to gamble. Now, here's an here's a story from Amsterdam. It was at a hot seat. I did the same thing. Like, what are you passionate about? Talk for 20 seconds. And the guy started talking about Game of Thrones. Now, it was this 40-year-old guy, and it got so intense that everyone got captivated, and at the end, he started crying. I want it to that point where the guy's like, there's this show, Game of Thrones. And everyone's like, what? And there's this character, Hodor. And all the 6 seasons, you don't know why Hodor. But after 6 seasons, you find out the name and the writer kept it for 6 seasons and starts crying. I want that type of excitement and passion, like you're preaching right now. Right now, you're at a fucking church preaching. Imagine these are your dying words. You'll never talk after these 20 seconds. Make it count. That's how passionate. Come on. Loud so everyone fucking hears. Take it away. If it's not gambling, something that fucking porn, whatever it is, something where you just get carried away. Let it out.
No, imagine sitting there one day and realizing that you could turn $50.
Not passionate. We're going to do this. We're going to do the scream again. When I point to you, just babble on about something you fucking, like, turns you on. Ready? Ah! Scream louder.
Ah!
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 Go. Go. Take it away. Take it away. Whatever it is. Go. Don't think. Just talk loud. Go. Talk about that. Talk about how fucking frustrated you are about the filtering. Doesn't it frustrate you?
Yes.
So express that. Share the frustration.
Feels like a wall is
Let it. I don't see you being frustrated. Like, how frustrated?
like.
Are you pissed at yourself? Are you mad? Are you fucking like, show that?
Probably see it. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous.
Back in the story, back in your head. We were almost there. Now, by the way, do you guys sense it?
Yes.
Okay? Now, what I want you to do here is sink into that frustration, because you really got to take this in. Right now, you're here, we're doing all this stuff, and you're still hanging on to that front. Right now, I'll even pause you, like, I want you to let this shit boil up. You're fucking up an opportunity. Let it sink in. You're here in front of this crowd. There's the possibility of getting a great reference, and you're fucking it up. How pissed are you at yourself for fucking it up right now? And you may still fuck it up. You may leave here without breaking free, and you'll still hang on that front. You could be sad, you could be pissed, whatever's up, let it out authentically.
Yeah,
We're all jealous of you right now.
Yeah.
Remember that.
They get free transformation mastery.
You're back in the class now, but thank you for you're back in the class now. Like, honestly, if it's hurt, it could be hurt. It's like, if it's, we can sense if it'll be authentic or it's still keep feeding the front.
Right, I mean,
Like, what's going on right now inside? You don't even have to be loud, you don't have to show passion. Like, what's going on?
right now it's just a wall. To be honest, I think it's like right here, like right in my chest. It feels like I'm thinking so much that I can't say anything. And maybe it has to do with something when I was a kid.
Don't analyze. Show the emotions in the way you're talking. Like, if this were me, dude, I'd take it in and I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I would probably be like, because you can go both ways. Like, you can be frustrated, you can be hurt. I'd probably be crying. Honestly, I'd be crying right now because I'm like, fuck, I can't do it. Like, it would kind of be this despair, maybe even a little victim mode, but I'd be crying because I can't do it, and I'd be frustrated, kind of crying, disappointed in myself.
I feel it in my chest.
Well, let it out. Stop trying to play into the front. Let it out. Fuck being cool. Fuck being right. Be real.
It's just a wall, man.
You're making the excuses. You will not leave until I see authenticity.
How do you feel about the wall?
How do I feel? I feel like it's at such a high point that I can never get above it.
Okay.
That no matter how much I climb.
Now let's stop talking about it. Start feeling it. For 10, 20 seconds right now. Like, you have the wall. You're talking about it. I can't climb over it. I can't climb over it. Let the emotions of that pop up, whatever it is. Just sit with yourself right now. Sink into it. What's going on inside?
You get that, like, butterfly effect?
Just like, don't even describe. Don't logically think about it. Just feel. 20 seconds, don't even talk. Just take it in. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, I kind of feel like a fuck up. Like, I have this opportunity, and I'm just not taking it. And I honestly have no idea why. Like, I can't get over this. And I know in other areas, like, I would take the opportunity. I just can't. Like, I just can't do it. And it's like not enough motivation or things on the other side that can make me get over it. And it kind of sucks. And I just feel like I'm just not enough. And it really is frustrating knowing that there's like something that you but you don't know the ways on how to actually get over that.
Pause. You just did get over it. Do you guys sense authenticity?
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, like, look at this. I have like goosebumps. I'm like so like, whoa, like into this. Like, dude, like that was it. It's like, you think there's this front to get to this wall to climb over. In reality, it's just let go. There's nothing you need to do. It's just like, stop trying to climb the wall. It's like, this confidence isn't something you build up to, isn't something you like get, it's something you realize.
And that's
By stop trying, fuck trying to climb over the wall. Let's just put what's out there, real, authentically. You got over the wall. You took away the wall. And this is what you keep kind of holding in, like people seeing you versus the front, and people related. This is what we're after. And now, similar to him, you also had a reference of nothing bad happened with me showing this. With me showing myself be weak. With me showing myself be frustrated. With me showing myself be sad, so on and so forth. all emotions we're usually conditioned just like are not acceptable because you think, especially as a guy, you're a pussy. You must always be confident. You're like, you know, we suppress that and you'll never feel whole. Now you got to reference that nothing bad happened and what it's like to fully be you. You were an aspect of you probably haven't been in a while.
Right. Yes.
And although, it might feel like, oh man, kind of frustrated, there is certain relief.
It's weird because it feels like I had to put so much energy.
And even now you're feeling more chill.
A little bit. Obviously, stop sweating as much.
I know. It's not this effort to get somewhere, it's fuck this ego. Because that's what we're doing. We're hanging on to the front. We're like, maybe if I just let go of the front. And you think you'll fall. It's so scary because you've been hanging on to that front your entire life.
Absolutely right.
Let go instead of falling, you realize you're there. This is to give you a glimpse, to remind you. We all saw that little glimpse. Don't expect it to be permanent with the outer approach because a lot of this is in your subconscious, by the way. A lot of this has been shoved there, you know, from your childhood and it's just on repeat. There's massive momentum. So you're gonna have to go back and release all of that. And that's more of like a meditative, contemplative process. But this, why not do both? You know, as we said before, the internal and the external. Hit it from both angles. This is what I personally went through on the media thing. It was like my whole front just gone. Everything just gone. And it forced me to also do what, again, you guys had a glimpse of here. And we're so stubborn, like none of us will really do this. And it usually requires like, especially the outer approach, like these intense situations for us to be like, fuck the front. But similar to him, dude, like mad respect on doing it. Like, fuck yeah. Honestly, mad respect. Now, you can put your shirt on to kind of give you guys the ultimate nothing bad happened. Imagine like, what would be the next step of all these guys approving of you? Let's get a little crowd surf going. Everyone stand up.
Like this program is such a game changer. The way everything's structured and the material, it's been already, even for me, it's just been, I'm noticing a crazy change in the way that my whole life's like playing out.
What you put together is just incredible. There's nothing like that.
I've just jumped like a million levels. It's just been a complete 180 for my experience of existing. That's awesome.
It's just been so huge in terms of so many of the things I'm finally understanding and realizing and epiphanies I'm having.
What you do is a huge inspiration to me, and I think it's one of the most beautiful things you can give to another human in this entire world.
You saved my life, man. I'm telling you, this is real, man.
Sometimes all it takes is just one person who believes in you. Find people who are where you are in life and model them, work with them. I would not be here if I didn't have people who held me accountable.
Wow.
I just felt a click and things are changing.
This program was just top notch.
Seriously, like this is a masterpiece. This is perfect.
Everything, the way it's set up, the live calls, like all the support from the coaches is incredible.
It's been nuts.
I just had my tears of joy.
This was the best decisions I ever made.
Thank you for creating something wonderful like this.
This program was phenomenal.
This program was amazing.
This program has definitely changed my life.
I know for a fact I'm in the right place.
This is exactly what I was expecting from the program.
It's been spectacular.
I feel really lucky to have found you.
Thank you so much, Julien. It's worth every dollar.